Hey there guys, what is going on? Of course, we are taking another look at the R9-0 shotgun because it's absolutely fantastic in this game now with the Dragon's Breath rounds. We did make a video on this a little while ago, I think it was probably last week sometime, but man, this gun absolutely stomps and I cannot stop using it. It's definitely one of the best shotguns in the game right now, up there with the VLK Rogue. Which one's better? Well, I'm not really sure yet. It's kind of a toss-up between the two shotguns, but man, a lot of our attachments are chosen for us here already. They're just stock upgrades. Like, upgrades over stock are always beneficial. Making the shotgun better than it was previously is always a good thing. Just before we do get into it here, let's try and get this one to 25 likes. There is absolutely no way this video will get to 25 likes, but man, let's try and get to 3,000 subscribers as well. You guys are really pushing those subscriptions right now. Like 3,000 is not actually so far away. It's only like 150 away, which is pretty wild. So if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on. And let's just jump into it here with our class setup. Of course, our R9-0 shotgun is set up in basically the 5 attachments that we've chosen are basically locked in for us already. There's no sort of debate here about what's best. Like, this is the best class setup right now. But looking at the 357 here, of course, in our sidearm slot, basically a very standard setup of compensator, 357 long barrel, the lightweight trigger, and the akimbo perk. I mean, you can throw in some snake shot here as well, or some 5mm laser. Like, it's really up to you. It doesn't really matter. Like, we're not going to use this too often as we do have a very powerful close range weapon already. Of course, EOD, Ghost, and Tracker here as usual. A very standard setup of EOD, of course, for that explosive resistance. Ghost for that staying off of those UAVs, and Tracker for seeing those enemy footprints. This is very, very powerful for a shotgun class and combines very nicely with our dead silence that we're going for here as well. In the lethal slot, we do have the C4. It's a very powerful killing tool in this game. Gives us a little bit of range as well. We can chuck it over a wall and explode it and get an easy kill. And the tactical is actually a little bit different this time. Normally we can run the stim shot. It's very, very strong, of course, and the smoke grenade is also a very powerful weapon for shotguns as well. Being able to block those longer lines of sight off is super, super important sometimes as well. So as I said already, the attachments for the R9-0 shotgun are already chosen for us. Like, it's very, very obvious what you should use here in these slots. So of course, the muzzle, starting off here, we can like to choose between the choke and the monolithic suppressor. Monolithic suppressor does give us sound suppression and damage range, but the choke does give us tighter pellet spread and damage range, and that's always going to be better over that sound suppression. So choke here, of course. Look at the barrel here, the Forged Tack Sentry with the damage range, tighter pellet spread versus the Forged Tack Gemini with that aim down sight speed and a wider pellet spread. Like, Forged Tack Sentry in literally every situation is going to be better than the other one. So again, another one that is strapped on here already. Gives us that 12-meter one-shot kill, of course, which is super, super powerful. 5mm laser, basically a must-have. Like, you can take the 1mm laser, but nah, you want that hip fire spread to be as small as possible. So again, another one that is already chosen for us. Dragon's Breath rounds are a straight-up upgrade over the stock shells. So again, another one that just makes the weapon better by default. You wouldn't skip this anymore. Like, it's a very easy attachment to unlock. Basically, always have to just get those sliding kills. Like, I think it's like 7 sliding kills. It's really, really easy. Or maybe 10, 7, 10 sliding kills. It's super easy either way. And then lastly, that stipple grip tape, of course, that aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed. Aim down sight speed, not super relevant for us, but sprint to fire speed, of course, getting that weapon up a little bit faster after we're sprinting is, of course, very, very powerful. And you can sort of maybe swap that out for like some pumps or like as under barrel. But again, this is another one of those attachments that's already nailed on for us already as well. And yeah, we're just going to jump into some gameplay. It's a quick little bit of gameplay, of course, like not too long, as you know how good the shotgun is already. And I just love making videos on it, man. I just love the shotgun running around, just spraying people down. Very, very powerful and good fun, of course. So of course our Dragon's Breath round shotgun is going to be very, very interesting on a kind of open map like this, but as long as we can sort of stick towards the buildings and stuff like that, we shouldn't have too much of a problem here. Of course, the Dragon's Breath rounds on this particular weapon does make people very, very upset, and I love it. It's absolutely hilarious. So I want to take up this position here, get a nice, easy one-shot kill on that man. Wait, come around the corner. Should be able to one-shot this dude too, so having that sort of second shot prepared is not a problem at all. I'm going to fire that second shot just so we have our double tap ready for the next person who does or is unfortunate enough to walk into our crosshairs here. I think they're going to be coming sort of close here. There should be somebody coming very, very soon. So be a little bit patient here. Hold that aim down sight so the noise we make. Oh my god. One shot kill. Ah, shotguns. I love shotguns. Hello? Go away, dude. Get burnt. I could have sworn I wasn't going to have trouble with that kill, and I actually did. That was kind of interesting. That's okay. You guys have seen a lot of the Dragon's Breath rounds on the R9-0 shotgun recently, and it's because I love it. It's definitely one of my favorite attachments in the game on most shotguns. It does improve the stock stats of the shotgun. For the most part, I think the, what is it, the Model 680, it doesn't actually improve it. Like, it's kind of just straight up side grade, but For most weapons with the Dragon's Breath rounds, it's just a straight up upgrade, which is absolutely hilarious. Like, it's like taking a bad gun and giving it a must-have attachment. Like they did that to the Uzi. You give it a must-have attachment, you take up a slot until the end of time to make the weapon better, and it sort of makes the game better. I'm not going to lie, this is way more fun than it used to be with the R9-0. It's like actually good now. Like there was that weird stealth nerf previously where they made it absolutely junk, and that was a pretty bad time in the game because that's one of my favorite weapons, but now it's absolutely busted again and I love it so much. Too busy talking to actually get kills, and we sort of run into a little bit of a problem there. But basically, as I said previously, if we can get close enough to people on this particular map, like, of course this is not a shotgun designed map by any stretch of the imagination. They've got the long lines aside, it can be a bit of a problem to sort of get close to people sometimes. This is where having a smoke grenade would be very beneficial to us, but we don't have one right now, so we got to make do with what we got. We got to get across these open. He's in the next. It's always probably better to just fire off those 2 shots, just in case for whatever reason you miss and sort of have to worry about getting that second shot off. So, ooh, that was a bit nasty. A little bit unfortunate to get taken out there again. But as I said, we're just sort of making use of these sort of longer lines of sight by not really standing in them. That's all we're after, really get close to these buildings here, and we can do some serious work here. For the most part, our teammates are doing a great job sort of holding the middle areas, those longer sidelines on this map. And we can sort of make use of very sort of close quarter situations that they are sort of having to force our enemies into, which is a little bit good for us. Like, that does work. So, this is bad. Yeet! That was always going to be a risk there. That was always going to be a risk. This is, of course, going to be a little bit of a shorter gameplay than usual because the game was sort of half over once we did join, but you already know how good the Dragon's Breath rounds here. I just love it so much, so... No. No! Again, the same guy. We never get very many kills in these particular gameplays, but the weapon's fun. You can see that shotguns aren't really designed for these long-range maps, but if you can get in the right spots, you can pretty much use a shotgun on anywhere, and it'll just do a great job for you, particularly with this one, where the one-shot kill range is about 12 meters or so with this particular attachment setup, so very, very easy to get lots of kills with this. As I said, game is wrapping up kind of soon, which is a little bit unfortunate. Just looking for that last kill here. Should be over here somewhere. Maybe. Oh, that's a little bit unfortunate. What an anti-climax there. But 10 kills, not too shabby. But, I mean, of course, we can do better on stuff like Shoot House and those sort of very close range maps. You get your shipments and stuff, and you can absolutely go off with this. But I think that you want to sort of know more how powerful a weapon like this is on those bigger maps, so you can still do some serious work with it. So we're going to have our final thoughts on this in just a second. Of course, you already know that the R9-0 shotgun is one of the best shotguns in the game right now, and me saying it over and over again is probably not going to be the best thing in the world, but all these videos do get likes and views and stuff like that, so it's hard to not include them in sometimes. Like, I just love it so much, man. The shotgun's very, very powerful at the moment. As for our attachment setup, as we spoke about previously, the choke and the forged tack sentry are basically a must-have on this weapon. Like, they give us that increased damage range. Like, our one-shot kill is as maximum as it can be with this particular option, and that tighter pellet spread makes it very, very easy to hit those shots, get those one-shot kills at about 12 meters or so. 5 milliwatt lasers pretty much always a given as well for that hit fire accuracy and sprint to fire speed, and then the Dragon's Breath rounds is basically mandatory as it is a pretty much stock upgrade over those original rounds, and then your sort of stipple grip tape as well is kind of crucial as well for that aim down sight speed bonuses, but more importantly for that sprint to fire speed combined with that 5 milliwatt laser. Basically, all of our attachments here are chosen for us. Like, if you're looking for a class setup for the R9-0 shotgun, like, the attachments are already there. Like, it's very clear what the best ones are for this particular weapon. The challenge is really easy to get this done. All you have to do is get sliding kills as well. Very, very easy and very, very powerful shotgun right now. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching this one. Of course, I do appreciate you stopping by, checking out this video as usual. Thank you very much for getting it to whatever amount of like goals that we've asked for in the start. I cannot remember. And of course, do help us out getting towards 3,000 subscribers very, very soon, hopefully. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!